Hello. Whoa. Damn. I was just eating dinner and clearly my throat was not cleared. Hello. So, today is January 1st. Happy New Year. Happy 2025 to all those who celebrate. Oh my god, I have like food in my teeth. Okay, we're gonna push through. So, today I wanted to talk about art and creating because oh my god, sorry. I know I shouldn't even apologize. I'm just having like normal body reactions to eating food, but I'm like, damn, I really should have given myself 5 minutes. I'm just so impulsive sometimes, or I'm like, I want to do it now. I guess impatient is a better word. Anyway, I've been thinking about art a lot recently because I guess just within the past few weeks, I feel like I've been creating a lot more. Um, I've also been revisiting the idea of a tattoo apprenticeship, which I don't even remember what I said in that other video when I talked about tattooing. Seriously, I have no idea what I said. It was so long ago. I mean, I could rewatch it, but again, impatience. But yeah, I've been talking with um, someone I met recently who is also interested in becoming a tattoo artist, and I've just been thinking so much about all the rules that come with art. Like, and this isn't just like with tattooing, but if there's so many shoulds with tattooing, where it's like this is the proper way to do things in a portfolio. Your portfolio is supposed to have like should have this, and this. Like it should have different tattoo styles. It should have traditional art. It shouldn't just be your style. It should be a range of different styles. It should be hand drawn and not digitally drawn. It should, I'm trying to think of another example. Um, like there should be paintings and watercolors, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, this is why I had to take a break from like pursuing this goal of mine because I was like, I do not want to do that shit. Like, and it's not just like I don't even want to call it laziness. It's like a passion thing. Like being a neurodivergent individual, I literally cannot do things that I'm not passionate about. Wait, did I phrase that right? Yeah. Like I know, well not know. I assume that applies to everyone to some degree regardless of if you're neurodivergent or not. But it's like for me, I will actually be in misery, agony, suffering if I'm trying to do stuff that I don't want to do. And with the art, it's like earlier, well, I guess last year in 2024, I was like really trying to make art in a way. It's so hard to articulate too. It just felt like there's this there was like rules when I was making art. And for me, I've been thinking about the astrology too, right? I'm a fifth house sun, okay? And I know that doesn't mean anything to some people, but your sun's like your ego, but I mean, it's other stuff too. Fifth house is like the house of creativity, but especially like it's linked to children, so I really see it as an inner child house. And it's like my inner child does not want to do art that feels miserable to make. Like, it's one thing to focus on something for a long period of time, but have it be enjoyable, if that makes sense. Whereas you're focusing on something to make it look good, like, look a certain way. And I just hate that. Like, also, there's just so much pressure with like being an artist who like wants to like pay their bills through being creative, there's just so much pressure to be like marketable. But it's like when I'm trying to be marketable, I'm not being authentic. Like that's always the dilemma that I get into, where I just feel like for me, when I see people's art, I can tell when it's authentic. Like I can tell when they're passionate about it. So it doesn't matter how like technically advanced something is. Hope that makes sense. Like where you can see all the like correct like art skills in a piece, like that doesn't matter. Like it can still be lifeless when it doesn't have that passion. And I definitely think I'm more of like an abstract type of person. And honestly, a lot of the art I enjoy making doesn't take a long time to make. I feel like this honestly is like a little reflection sesh of like what rules have I imposed onto art, which at its core should just be an expression of the soul, right? Like one thing is that good art must take forever. You must be in agony, your body must be hurting, your neck must be hurting, your hands must be hurting. Um you must be in pain, which is crazy. Like I hate that for me. And I mean, the truth is, some people can do realism, some people can do that, the type of art that takes hours and hours and hours where their body's hurting, but they're so passionate about it. And I think that's so freaking cool. It's just not me. It's not me. And when it comes to like the tattoo styles, it's like, I don't want to do traditional tattoo styles. Although I'm down to tinker with it and see if, ooh, maybe it's really fun, right? But like, I don't like the should part where it's like, you should be doing this. And there's so many, like, the tattoo world has like a lot of rules like that where it's growing out of that, but it's like, I honestly do not want to be like self taught with a machine. I don't. And I want to learn from someone who, it's like I want a fusion of like the traditional path of being a tattoo artist, if that makes sense, where it's like you get an apprenticeship, you get a mentor, maybe multiple mentors, um, and you learn from someone who's already doing it compared to like just doing a bit like on your own, looking up YouTube videos, maybe getting help from people, but not like a proper apprenticeship, you know? Like, I want the apprenticeship, but I don't want to do the traditional art. And it's like, I think that's possible. And I know there's people doing it. I've seen people doing it. I've seen people do art that's not like the like it's not traditional art. It might be very simple, but it's like they're having fun and you can freaking tell. And that is so me. That's so me. That's so me. Yeah. I like making little guys. I like doodling. I like making fun things. I like when the proportions aren't realistic. When the perspective, like, a lot of people will be like, you can break the rules as long as you know what the rules are. Like, they'll talk about that with writing, right? And in writing, I love starting sentences with and. Like, I do it all the time. When someone said I could break the rules, I was like, okay, bet. And I do that. Well, I guess I've written a little on my Astro blog, a little, but I think I did do the sentence where I started with an and. But yeah, back to the art thing, like, the tattoo stuff. I I'm at a place where I'm just refusing. Okay, I'm refusing to accept that like you need to be making art that you hate making in order to do this. And I think all the people that are all the people that are like upset at like people like me being like, "Well, that is some bullshit." It's cuz they're fucking bitter they had to do it. And it wasn't right when they had to do it either, you know? It's of my opinion. I mean, not saying they're all bitter, but I'm like the people that probably get really, really pissed when I just want to, like, I want to tattoo in a proper way where it's sanitary and I'm not going to give people blowouts. But it's my style. Like, I think the fact that so many people had to, like, well, this is an assumption, right? Like, had to maybe release what their style was in order to be more marketable. Like, yeah, that's messed up. And I hate that for you if that's you. And I hate that for all those people if they didn't want to do that. Like, that's messed up. But times are changing. And and I think with art we need to be freaking authentic to ourselves. But at the same time, it's like I don't think I should not be allowed to pursue this just because I don't want to do that style. Like, hello? Just because I don't want to make some detailed ass shit that I don't even want to, like, tattoo on myself. Sometimes I like really detailed tattoos, but honestly, I like really simple stuff. And it's like, I think, and I believe that I should be allowed to like that and pursue it and envision that for myself. So, that is where I'm at. That is how I'm starting 2025. Yeah, I definitely do think it's a little bit of a hot take. Unless you are a self-taught artist, and for them, they're called scratchers. All the little names are always so funny to me. People are like, scratchers. But it's like, I don't want to be a scratcher. I don't want to be scratchy. So, like, yeah, can't I be in between? Anyway, I was saying, like, I don't think the scratchers would be judging me, but then I see some of the stuff these scratchers, sorry, I keep saying it like that, just so funny. I'm still gonna do it. I see what these scratchers are making, and they're making, listen, I may not know, I may not know shit about shit, but I see some of these scratcher tattoos, and I'm like, that's gonna blow out. And I'm like, did I already talk about this in my other tattoo video? But anyway, I look at it, and I'm like, that is not gonna last a while. And you would have benefited from a little bit of mentorship. And while I can respect the effort, and I respect the drive, I'm like, I do want to learn a little bit of proper stuff too. You know, also sanitation, hello? Listen, although the scratching experience can be kind of fun, kind of silly, it's always a good story, I've been in some sus situations, and it's like, are you gonna put on gloves? You know, that type of vibe. And it's like, again, it's funny, I was fine, but also like, let's meet in the middle. A marriage, if you will. And that's where I'm about to be. I'm thinking of the Four of Wands now. Ooh, celebration, fun times. The Four of Wands. Yes, that is my card for 2025. Okay, anyway, Happy New Year.